You see another person in the ring, that person is your enemy, and enemies deserve no mercy! I'm Chris Wool with the Wrestling Vlog, who always tells it like it is. Truth be told, I never saw an episode of Cobra Kai on Netflix, which is odd because I really liked the first two Karate Kid movies. Not so much the next two, nor the reboot in 2010, which by all rights should have been called Kung Fu Kid. If I get some time, I'll look into it. But the fights I watched in those movies remind me a lot about pro wrestling, because basically, like the WWE, the fights came out of a soap opera-like storyline, wanting to prove oneself, wanting to bully the weak, wanting revenge before dishonor. Tell me that isn't what NXT superstars do on a weekly basis. And now we turn to the All Valley Tournament, or in this case, a PLE in Bakersfield. Close enough. Where men and women are out to show who the baddest are, and who's the best around, and show that nothing's gonna ever keep them down. This includes 2 rematches for the main titles, vicious matches for the other 3, a beatdown that would make Mr. Silver proud, and a return to form for a former UK champ. Let's see if, like Johnny did with the leg, I can sweep these picks like I did last time. Here are my predictions for NXT No Mercy. Start with the kickoff match, which seems to be only an NXT thing now. Blair Davenport versus Kehlani Jordan. I'm not sure why the Cruella de Vil wannabe was gone for a while, but it is good to see her back and doing what she does best. Sneak attack potential speed bumps to returning to prominence. Now let's face it, that's all Jordan is. Sort of wish it was one of the other girls who for some reason haven't been released, like Wendy Chu or something. But who says Jordan ain't long for this company anyway? Winner is Blair Davenport. Braun Breaker versus Baron Corbin. Okay, isn't Breaker a super heel now that he put Von Wagner in traction? Why is Corbin picking a fight with someone who he could just as easily have been an ally with? Or is this going to be Corbin's farewell match? Is Breaker going to do worse to Corbin than Wagner to justify him being off TV for good? Because to be honest, I can think of no better send-off. This is what he meant by burn the ships, I think. He's going to be sunk into irrelevancy and be left stranded until AEW picks him up. And even if not, winner is Braun Breaker. Heritage Cup match, Noam Dar versus Butch. Were it not Butch, I could see Dar losing it. With his metaphor by his side, he can do no wrong. Well, I mean, he can do wrong, but he'll end up victorious because of it. And yes, I know Butch was a bad mamma jamma in the NXT before he joined the Brawling Brutes. He was called the Bruiserweight for a damn good reason, after all. But although Ridge Holland might be by his side as a cornerman, the fact remains that Ridge and Butch need to return to SmackDown to make its tag division more credible a threat now than since the Usos have left. It should take all 6 rounds and, for all I know, might even end in a draw. But even if it does, that means the cup stays put. Winner is Noam Dar. Fatal 4-way for the NXT Tag Team titles. NXT is following the same road to nowhere as SmackDown when it comes to the tag teams. With Diad gone, Briggs and Jensen amounting to nothing since their temporary breakup, and several other teams pushed to level up, the family is all that's keeping things together in the division. That the Creeds get a shot, I'm all for, but Out the Mud had only returned to prominence thanks to Reggie Scripps, and Los Lotharios haven't amounted to jack since they were demoted. Angel and Humberto need to go, but I guess Shawn Michaels thinks they have one more thing to prove. When it all comes down to it, the Creeds should get the titles back, but they won't just yet. Winners and still champs, Tony D'Angelo and Stax. North American title. Dirty Dominic Mysterio defends against Trick Williams. Yeah. Dumb Dom has had heat for months, but they should have been booing him that much since even before WrestleMania when he left his poppy behind. And I know how the business works. You get the cheers or the heat, you get title chances and hold on to titles. In that case, Dum Dum should be champion forever. After that he's young and can handle being on 2 or even 3 shows a week, and well, you get somebody I really wish would go away. Now, a possible duet of Hayes and Williams holding both singles gold, that appeals to me. However, not even Dragon Lee can make that happen. Lee might want the gold for himself instead. Plus, if Balor and Prince arrive, hope goes below 0. Winner ends, sadly, still champ, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Extreme Rules match for the NXT Women's title, Becky Lynch versus Tiffany Stratton. I knew as soon as Lynch started talking about not winning the NXT title that when she got her chance, she was going to take it and win. I was half thinking it would be at a PLE like this one instead of a regular episode of NXT, but I guess that's since she didn't want to wait for Rhea Ripley to return to get a shot at the Women's World title, she decided to finally become Grand Slam Bex. Now, Stratton is genuinely pissed at losing the title, but I doubt she really wanted a match where anything and everything goes. After all, it could damage her perfect face. Oh, sure, she plays like she wants Lynch to get back to Raw where she belongs and will do anything to do that. But when she's feeling sore in places she didn't even know she had places, she'll fully understand why they called Lynch the last kicker. Winner and still champion, Becky Lynch. Finally, rematch for the NXT Championship, Carmella Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov. Well, it happened like I feared it would. One of Dragunov's last words on NXT last week was, "I am the Tsar!" He has fallen to the if Russian, then heel mindset. I wish it didn't have to be this way, really. The Red Dragon can be ruthless without falling to stereotypes based on current political events. Now all Americans are going to remember where he's from and start treating him like they treated Arabian wrestlers after 9/11. And of course, him is going to toe that same Bolshevik line and use it to his advantage. Not that the match won't be vicious and most likely best of the night. With Hayes' tenacity and Dragunov's unbelievable resilience, the match could go either way. But as much as I want Dragunov to win, him going full-on Soviet wannabe kills his chances. Winner and still champion, Carmelo Hayes. Those are my picks. Let's hope this PLE isn't middle of the road, or it gets squished just like grape. I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling blog who always tells it like it is. Pray for peace. I'll see ya.